But I want to talk about your movies. You've made about 13 to 15 short films in the past.
Yeah, I mean,
10, 15.
so like those two that I was talking about that I made in 2009, I don't officially count them as short film. But if you count them in, then yeah, I would be closer to the 50 number. But for me, my official count like is the ones that I made after that, like something that was professional. I've made 10 like proper short films. Those first two are so scrappy. I was like, wow, I don't want to count them.
So let's go with 10.
10, yeah.
I've seen Weekend, I've seen Skipped, but the one I want to talk about is Amber.
Right.
Because I saw that before, but then I saw it again recently, and it's such a good movie.
Thanks, man.
At what point in that movie, while writing that film, did you decide that you didn't want any dialogues in it? Because it worked perfectly.
Yeah, for me, short films are always a platform to experiment. So for me, I've always tried to. If you've seen. The short film I did before Weekend was called Skipped. That also had no dialogue. I'm a huge fan of like trying to visually tell a story. So with Amber, I was like, okay, this is I took that as a challenge upon myself. It actually would be very easy to put dialogue in it. So much exposition is there in the film. I could just have like a news report or something like that. But I was like, no, what's more interesting is can I challenge myself to tell it visually? So I would say halfway through the idea, for me, a lot of the ideas come from a location. So for me, a barbershop felt like a really interesting place because everything is a weapon within a barbershop. It just depends on the context of the film. An innocent shave can become completely different if you know the context of what is at stake. So I was like, okay, let me try to make something within that. And yeah, so I would say halfway through, I was like, let me see if I can do this visually because it will then translate around the world. Yeah. And it has played in Mexico, it has played in like Panama, it has played in Austria.
You had a whole tour.
Yeah, it has played all these places and everybody finds their own meanings within it because, because again, it's not bound by dialogue, So, so I think if you're a short filmmaker, try to make one silent short film. I think it will teach you so much about visual filmmaking because dialogue is great. I mean, like Tarantino movies and stuff, they're amazing with dialogue. Dialogues add a lot to films, but like if you can tell something visually, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, So if you can tell something visually, I think it's a good exercise to like go back to like the Charlie Chaplin, that silent era time of like when they were forced to just tell films through images. If you can do that, that would be a great way to do it. So yeah, I always try to challenge myself.